Walter has a terrible fear of hens. Terrible fear. If I put my hen near him, oh, he'll bite. He'll bite hard. Hey folks, thanks for joining us again. Well, we're going to do an update on the garden that we made. Oh my goodness sakes, I just can't believe how this garden has popped. These wicking tubs are something else. Oh, the food is going to be so good, and we've already made a salad. Yeah, we did a Greek salad. We took some of the lettuce leaves, we added them to some iceberg lettuce, and we put some black olives in it, and we put some feta cheese in it, and some red onions in it. Oh, it was so good. Yeah, so now I'm just going to let the lettuce grow quite a bit just to see what it's going to do. It's getting pretty curly. So the first leaves I took off were pretty flat and round. Now we're going to let it curl up a bit and see what happens. So we're just going to follow that. And I did have another question. Oh, somebody did ask, how many hours of sunlight do you really need on a, an apartment porch or an apartment window? Well, what is it you need? And I found out that if you can get 6 hours, that's all you need from sunrise. 6 hours of sun is all you need to be able to grow a successful apartment garden. That's it. If you've got a window and you get 6 hours of sunlight through that window, you're in. You're going to grow it. And believe me, I'm facing east, so the sun comes up and it's gone around the side of the building just after noon. Like right now, it's about 1:30. The sun's starting to leave, and it'll be gone around 2, right through till 9 o'clock tonight. There'll be no sun on that front porch. So I only get the morning sun here. That's it. These plants are not in the sun all day long. Very little compared to the amount of sunshine that we're actually getting. Well, look who's come out. Hello, Walter. You gonna say hi to YouTubies? What's this? It's a pear. Mommy gave you a pear. Yes. Now, if you're noticing Walter and what he's doing, how he's got his beak out at me, I'm going to make you aware of something. I think I talked about it once before, but I'm going to talk about it again. Come on, eat your pear. Go ahead. I won't put my hand there. Okay, see, I put my hand there, and that pulled him away, because Walter has a terrible fear of hens. Terrible fear. If I put my hand near him, oh, he'll bite, and he'll bite hard. Now, it's his little fear. He picked it up along the way somewhere. He was like that when I received him, because somebody gave him to me. They couldn't look after him anymore, and they actually hand raised him. So that's the funny part, that he was hand raised by them from a check, and he came to me with a problem with hands. He won't let you put your hand near him, but he was like that from the day I got him. The only way I can move Walter around really is with a pillow. So I'll give you an example of what I mean. You cannot get near him with your hands. Now that's his little thing. I don't push it. I respect distancing my hand from him, and that's how we get along. So what I do, if I have to move him, I just put a pillow under him. Come on. He jumps up on the pillow, and he's fine. But the problem is, I can't move my hand. That's about close enough. See, he's got his eye on my hand. If I move it any closer, you'll see. See his mouth starting to open? Don't know. This is the way he came to me, but I just leave it be. I don't try and force it. I don't try and teach him anything else. He's happy on the pillow, so that's why I leave him on his little pillow. So, and another thing about Walter I wanted to mention is he is an extremely nervous bird. Anything new in the room, terrified. He won't go near it. He'll fly around the room. The other day, it was my husband's birthday, and I brought some balloons home for him because it was a big one. So I bought him a bouquet of balloons, just keeping an eye on him to see if he's going to eat that pear. And he saw those balloons. I opened the cage, he come out, and he flew around like a maniac. It took about 10 minutes to settle him down, and the balloons weren't moving. They were sitting stationary, but because it was something new. And he also has the same problem when I put something new in his cage. I have to leave him on top of the cage, and he'll look at that thing for, oh, I'll bet you 2 hours before he'll dare go in that cage. And I never force him to go in. I let him get used to it first to show him it's not going to hurt him. It's nothing that's going to happen to him because of it. And when I do that, we kind of have a little understanding. I've learned his little habits and what he does and doesn't like, and so I leave him be. But other than biting your hand because you put your hand near him, he is an extremely friendly bird. He lets me kiss him. He'll get on my shoulder. Not often, but he does. He will fly and get on my shoulder. He does it more with my husband. He's always on my husband's shoulder all the time. Very rarely with me, but every now and again he will. So I guess just personal preference for him. Now my husband thought maybe he'd try to train him out of the hand biting, so he would just put his hand down near him to the point where his mouth would open like he was going to bite. And he'd leave his hand there for, oh, good 10 minutes. And Walter just keep an eye on that hand, and then he'd move it just fraction closer, and that was it. He'd attack. Well, my husband did that quite a few times, and he didn't mind Walter biting him. I don't like it when he bites me, so I wasn't about to train him out of this. But my husband, he just said, he said, he just the way he's going to be. So don't know what happened to him along the way that, you know, he wants to bite your hand if it gets too close. But like I said, that's the way I got him. And the lady that gave him to me, she said if you just use a pillow, he'll get on the pillow. So that's what I do. And it's worked out quite nicely. But let's see. Now see how close my hand got? He didn't like that. And he doesn't. And he will bite me. So I don't like to get that close to him. But you want a pear? You want a pear? Yeah, here. I'll put that there. You want to try the pear? Num-nums. Eat the pear. Go ahead, eat the pear. Show you TUBS you can eat the pear. See, he's not, like I said, he's not big on fruit. But I was having a pear, so I thought, well, I'll give him a piece. And, you know, I know it's a big piece, but I have to because it'll fall down through the cage if I make it too small. Okay, here he goes. He's going to eat it. So let's just zoom in on this if we can, okay, folks? Yeah, see, I don't think he's that fussy on it. Oh, maybe, no. He's eating his sandpaper. He always chews on that sandpaper. It files his beak. It's really good for his beak, actually. Okay, folks, we're going to take a look outside at this garden we've got growing here. Oh my goodness sakes. It is huge. Let's go take a look. How is our garden growing? These wicking tubs are the best. They are just growing like weeds. Yes, they are. Here, take a look at this cucumber plant. This thing has gone crazy. Yes. And I'm encouraging it to go towards that middle pole in the middle of the deck. This is right in the middle of the deck, but as you can see, it's growing in leaps and bounds. It's way over the top of the sticks now, so we're hoping that that little vine there is going to grab that center post. Pretty sure it's going to. That's what we're hoping for, that result. And I'm assuming it's going to grow all the way up there, and then it's going to start going along the edge. But we're going to see how this works. Okay, now you can see this little leaf down here. There's really no use for that. It's not even shaped properly like a cucumber leaf. So I'm going to just pinch that off there. Okay. There's that flower. So it's getting ready to sprout a cucumber. So can't wait to see how many cucumbers we're going to end up with. This is going to be so interesting. Now we're going to take a look at the peas, and the peas are just about as interesting. They are growing leaps and bounds, and lots of little vines on them to be able to grab and hold on, as you can see. And they're growing taller every day. Yes, they are. But I don't see any flowers on it yet. Yeah, we don't have any flowers. But we got lots of action with it wrapping itself around the pole, all the vines. We've even got vines on vines here wrapping themselves together, which is kind of cute. And as you can see, we've got some herbs in the background. This one right here is basil. That one there is some parsley. And spearmint up there that I'm going to hope to make some spearmint tea out of, but we'll see about that. And this tomato, check this tomato, huge. And we've got some flowers in there. I want to talk about this little piece here, down near the bottom. Now obviously it's not going to get a lot of sunlight. So what we're going to do, we're just going to pinch this one off. Just like that. There. Because we don't need it. You want the plant vibrant near the top. But we also want a stick in here because it's getting pretty top heavy, if you can see here. So we want to stand it up with a stick now. And all we're going to do is just put it down in the soil with the plant right next to it. Secure the stick tightly in there, and it is very secure, and it's against the plant, so it's putting a little, not a lot, but a little pressure on the plant there, which is fine, okay, because that's going to keep it straight, because it wants to lean just a bit this way. So we want it to stand straight, so we're going to just push that in there, and later on we'll probably tie it off once it gets even larger, but for now we're just going to put it in there to hold it. So that's the tomato plant, and as you can see, it's coming along beautifully. Now we have another shoot here. We'll keep an eye on this one, okay? We might nip it. We need to take the ones from the bottom off because we want to keep the top nice and hardy. And now let's take a look at the lettuce. Can you believe this? Look at how beautiful this lettuce looks. For goodness sakes, it looks delicious. And we've already made one salad. Good. Yes. So there's the garden. You've seen it all growing leaps and bounds. Well, thanks again for joining us, folks. And don't forget, if you like what you see, hit subscribe, touch that like, and ding that bell. So the next time me and Walter come back, you'll be here to join us. Okay, Walter, hey, what you doing? Oh, it's spring and cleaning time, is it? And that's him. Okay, can you say bye-bye to YouTubies? Say bye-bye, that a boy. Bye-bye, YouTubies.